Cut the Malarkey Sports.
Welcome back to Cut the Malarkey Sports, man. We've been gone for a little minute, but we back here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I should rhyme. We back here to spend.
Hey, don't make us look bad, bro. Don't. You there? Oh no. Oh no. He froze already.
No.
You there though, huh, Mon? Mon,
The
you there.
internet. Yeah, I'm
You
here. Can
there
you hear
though.
me?
You there though, right? Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what?
Okay. Cool.
We still
Hey,
going
until you
live.
come back, welcome back to Cut the Malarkey Sports. It's me and Mike Benson in this thing. You know what I'm saying? We've been gone for a minute, but we back with it. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for
Stand
coming
by.
on, kicking it with the crew. You feel me? Hey, so Mike, y'all got the
What's
Warriors
going
in the
down?
first round, man. How you
Hey,
feel
you
about it,
know
bro?
what? Hold on, bro. Let's before we get into all that, man. Before we get into all that, let's talk about this, man.
What you got?
Why you got that damn Memphis Grizzlies logo? Knowing y'all ass
How are
been
you still
purposely
talking?
lost.
Could y'all not hear me the whole time?
Nah, you froze up
No,
and we
you
was
lagged
like, hey,
out.
we can't let the show just go on. I mean,
So y'all
just
was
go
still
off.
live. That's
We
crazy
still
work.
live, baby. We still live. We still live. And I'm about to get on this man for wearing that Memphis Grizzlies logo, trying to support his
I feel
team
like
that
we should
just
redo
lost to
this
Golden
because I
State.
missed so much. Can I do this? Can I do this real quick? I feel
All
like
right, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's remix it back.
Hey man, say man, we back in the building. It's Cut the Malarkey Sports, your favorite sports show that you love to hate, and we love to hate your black ass back. Come on, let's get into it, man. We got a whole lot of shit to talk about. Of course, the main in the middle, the Grizzlies logo. The reason why our co-host Mike Benson is so mad. The Memphis Grizzlies versus the Golden State Warriors. Brother Black Haven Mon.
You just gonna
Yes,
go
sir.
right back to the Golden State and the
I mean, you
Rockets,
was
huh?
already there, bro. You was
That's
already
no.
there.
I was talking about the fact that it's sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all sorry ass team. Hold on, y'all sorry ass team. I had to get my hand right. Y'all sorry ass team couldn't even beat Golden State. And what goddamn game? You know what I'm saying?
Give me
To
1
go
second. Let me
ahead,
help you out
go
with that.
ahead and face us again. How come y'all didn't want to face us again, huh? What's going down with that?
One more for the
Because
road.
we was
So it
because we was beating y'all all throughout the season. I would think y'all want some sort of, lick back or something. I guess you didn't want your lick back though.
I got one more
so
for you.
it
You know what
what
I
it
mean?
went from a lack of trying.
You know what?
What you got?
Accusation.
Y'all,
What you
y'all,
playing?
y'all kind of gave it up though. Y'all kind of gave it up though at certain
Hey
points in that
man,
game.
No,
I
I
just want the
wouldn't.
You know what
record to
I'm
No,
saying?
show that
it
I
ain't from a
said the
lack of
Grizzlies
trying.
were gonna lose to the Warriors.
Yeah, you
And
did say that. It was the
The
whole
Rockets
plan.
were gonna have to face the Warriors and try to avenge the spirit of James Harden and Mike D'Antoni. Now, will they succeed? Will they succeed?
All right. Let
I
me tell y'all
got
something.
one more for you.
Okay. All right. All right. Look.
No,
Listen up.
they won't.
Listen up.
It's
Nah.
not
Listen
happening.
up. Listen up. Listen up.
Not
You
happening.
see this? You see this? It's some original Rockets colors right here. See this? Right here? Original Rockets colors, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Let me tell you something.
excuse me, bro.
Let me tell you something. Now, hold on. Let me tell
Excuse
you
me, bro.
something.
Excuse me.
Now, I have been saying this shit for a minute. The
Mm-hmm.
Rockets have been built this season to possibly win a championship. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I have said this. I have gone on record. People are like, nah, the Rockets just need to be happy where they're at. No, the Rockets were, what people forget is that last season, when the team was young and expected not to do anything, the Rockets ended up being fourth before the tumultuous spring came through
He
and
said
wiped that shit out.
tumultuous. We're using big ass
Wow.
Oh
words.
yeah, oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's how we doing it.
tumultuous.
You know what I'm saying? Give me a couple weeks off, and I'm gonna come back. You know,
Came
speaking
back.
like Ti
That
and
boy
shit.
came back. That boy came back with the words. I'm just here so I don't get fined. You know what I'm saying?
No, but real talk. They came back, and this season they decided to finish the job. Now, what I mean by the Rockets are built, the bench is deep as hell. Okay, our bench is deep as hell. On any given night, one of them dudes can go off for close to 30, if not 30 plus. On any given night, anybody on our team. And yes, I will include Dylan Brooks.
Oh, you got to.
But here's the thing. Dylan Brooks is the weak link on our team. He is the weakest link on our team. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Boy,
Hey,
you
bro.
I'm not.
smoking. Boy,
No,
what you
no,
smoking on?
no, no. Not listen to that shit no more. I heard it for the past 2 seasons. Yet in the past 2 seasons, I have not seen him make any NBA accolade list. Two, two, two
Hey, hey,
bench
Mike.
players this season. Two
Let
bench
him finish.
players
Let
this
him finish.
season.
Then we'll go. Let him finish. Then we'll
Two
go.
bench players this season. Tari Eason and Amen Thompson
Okay.
were bench players. Now, yes, Amen has played and earned a basically kind of rotational starting role. But they're still bench players, young players. They came off the bench with less games played, less minutes played, okay, and were able to get on DPOY lists. Now, Tari Eason will probably not be there. He got on at the beginning of the season. Amen Thompson is now going to be voted on there. Whether he wins or not doesn't matter. He's on the list, okay? Too many of our guys are going to make accolades this season. Dylan Brooks, according to his this season, and looking at previous seasons where he's done pretty much the same shit that I said he was going to do,
Mm-hmm.
has not earned any NBA accolades. All right. So
You done.
he's a lucky role player on a expensive ass contract. And if he does not come into this series, especially this series, knowing his history with Golden State, I posted something earlier. A lot of people wanted to say it's fake. Whether it's fake or not, he's got a documented history with your team, Memphis, and now our team, with speaking to Golden State and poking the bear. If he pokes that bear and does not show the fuck up, I swear to God on everything I love, ham. I will go ham on Dylan Brooks if we get fucked out of this first round. I'm going super ham.
Okay.
Super ham.
All right. Blackhaven Mon, what you got? I guess he ain't got nothing.
So
Okay, go ahead.
before Mr. Mike Benson went on his rant about the Rockets,
We're
you know
built
what
to
I
win it.
mean?
We're built to
Uh,
win it.
I wanted to say that the Grizzlies actually put up a valiant, well, they put up a valiant effort against the Warriors, and we should have beat the Warriors. D. Terrell showed me something about the 2 minute report where they blew calls and all that good stuff. But I
Okay.
really feel like if Ja wouldn't have twisted the ankle, we would have won that
Nah.
game. But
Go ahead.
on
You got the
another,
floor.
but on another spectrum, I do feel like we gave y'all the blueprint on beating the Warriors. You know what I mean? We did give you that. I'm not really worried about us going against the
Y'all
ninth and
gave
10th
it
seed
to
whooping the woo
us.
woo. So we're gonna be going against OKC, but
Man.
because with y'all having two bigs in Sangoon and Steven Adams, y'all should be able to take more possessions with y'all rebounding and control the game that way. But Jalen Green needs to show up for y'all to
Jalen
even
Green's
have a
gonna show up.
chance to go against
Jalen
that type
Green's
of
gonna show
pedigree
up. It that's
with the
not a
Warriors.
that's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is Dylan Brooks showing up. What I'm worried about is Dylan Brooks
Let
being
me
at
let me
least.
jump in
Let me
there.
I
let me
like
tell
you
you
can't
this. Let me
forget
tell you
about
this.
Dylan.
If
Like
Dylan
Dylan,
Brooks
y'all
if
battery in the
Dylan
back.
Brooks is shooting 16 shots on average in this series, on average he needs to be making 8 of those. He needs to be scoring no less than 16 to 20 plus points a series, no matter what everybody else does. That's when Dylan Brooks has to cover. If Dylan Brooks covers that, not only are we going to go through Golden State like it's not a problem, We will go to the finals. We are built to win this shit this year. It's just a
Okay.
matter if
Let me
Dylan
jump
Brooks
in here.
comes to play.
Let me jump in here. So Blackhaven Mon mentioned the 2 minute report that came out today. Um, that 2 minute report had quite a few things on it, and that's just talking about the previous game leading to y'all playing in this series, right? So in that 2 minute report, one important call with 7.3 seconds left in the fourth quarter, John Morant pokes the ball free from Steph Curry from a reach around steal. Hand to hand contact, everybody knows. If you don't know, I guess, if you've been living in Jonestown, if you've been living under a rock,
Yeah, I got you.
hand is a part of the ball. So he hits Steph Curry's hand. No foul. It's a part of the ball. It goes out of bounds. It should have been our ball. With down one, 7.3 seconds left on the clock. So everything that subsequently happened after that is like it wasn't necessary. That four or five, arguably, second call on Santi Aldama on the inbound wasn't necessary because it should have been our ball with 7.3 on the clock. Um,
Look,
but there were several things.
John Morant was definitely playing his heart out. I'm not even gonna sit
Yeah,
here
he
in
played
front
very
of
well. There were some
you.
people that I feel like didn't
But
show up. There were some people that
yeah,
I feel like
you know who
could
they
have played
were?
better.
His fans.
But
His fans,
I,
y'all two talking about, nah, we hope we
listen,
lose so
listen.
y'all get Golden State in the first round. That's
I'm
what
just letting
happened.
you know what it
You put the
is.
bad juju on us. You
We
know what I'm
put the
saying?
bad juju. This is why. This is why. Because we're a team that has lost a coach with 9 games remaining in the season, which is unheard of until the firing of what Denver's coach
Oh yeah,
what's his
yeah,
name
yeah, yeah.
uh,
Mike Malone.
Mike Malone.
Mike Malone. Until Mike Malone, nobody had ever heard of that. That's unheard of, bro.
That was
Nobody gets fired at the end of the season with a chance to get into the playoffs. That's
no
just not something that happens.
crazy.
So it puts us out of position. Do I realistically think at this point we're gonna make a splash in the playoffs? If we make it there, it'll be great to see them give some effort and build some momentum for next year. I don't think we're gonna do a whole lot. Now,
I hope y'all
going
see us
against
in the next
y'all,
round.
I
I
feel
hope
like
you.
it was an easy road for y'all if y'all faced a team that was as down as us. It's way too easy. Y'all
Oh,
need a
so wait a
tried and
minute.
true
So wait a
test.
minute. So wait a minute. So wait a
A
minute.
tried and true
Hold
test,
on.
bro.
Let's rewind that back, my guy. Let's unpack that. So what you're saying is you admit defeat.
No, I'm not admitting. I'm just saying we're down. Like you're
No,
saying,
no. What you're
hey,
saying is Houston
we're
owns
gonna
Memphis.
gloat if we beat y'all. We're gonna gloat if we beat y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because we beat y'all, even though we know, y'all kind of out of there already because of y'all situation. But we still gonna gloat.
Oh yeah, we out of there, huh? We out of there. No, we're not out of there, dog.
Listen,
I'm
listen.
telling you.
Now talking about the series coming up,
If they can lock
Steph
up
Curry
if they can
and
lock
the
up Curry
Rockets,
a couple nights, at least
not
at least
happening.
no, you
Not
lock up
happening.
we already did
Not
it.
happening.
Dog,
Not
his
happening.
3 points
I'm
was
Listen,
only
against
thinking
us.
about
let me
Steph.
tell you
His
something.
I'm
three
thinking
That
points
more
was
was
about
more
against
of
us.
Jimmy.
a
Mm-mm.
Steph Curry getting locked up against y'all. It was not a lockup. Steph Curry scoring 3 points is more of a Steph Curry was off that night versus a Rockets locked him up. Steph
Off
Curry
and
can
locked up.
shoot
He shot plenty of shots that night. I want to say over like
exactly, which would be
15.
a testament that he's off.
Off, and our defense was locking him up. Amen. I even have to admit, Dylan at times, uh, Van Vliet, them boys was locking. They were rotating on him and locking him up. He could not get free, and that's the thing that the Rockets have to keep doing. They cannot allow Curry to start getting free in the baseline, in the wing, anywhere on that 3 point. Make him force the shot or make him pass. And when he passes, still be on his ass because he wants to get lost in the sauce, and we cannot afford for Curry to do that shit to us. We
Well, I'll say
have
this
to make.
before we move on to the next. Um, it's easier said than done.
You're
Playoff
right, but we
Steph,
done it.
as you know, is a different animal. And the screens that they set, you're gonna be pissed. They set moving screens and they get away with
And
them
they get away with it. Oh, I'm
all
not gonna be. I,
game.
I seen it against Harden, like you said, a Harden and D'Antoni. Bro, Golden State should not have won that many series against us because literally they kicked out Dwight Howard in one of the series and left Draymond. Draymond was over here kicking people in the nuts. I mean, he was doing some of everything. but they ended up kicking Dwight Howard out of a series that cost us. I mean, Golden State has had the benefit of the refs whistle basically like Kansas City this past season against us. And hopefully that shit stops this series. If it stops, they're not beating us. They're not beating us. I don't even care if Curry has one night of 45 fucking points. If our team is clicking, you got Sengun and Adams over there doing their job in the post. You got Green knocking it down, and hopefully the guy Dylan Brooks is at least 45% field goal. Then we are winning. We're winning.
I'll be honest. Like I said before, I'm gonna say this before we move on. I don't, from what I've seen as far as Dylan's workouts so far, I don't think he's going to be taking volume shots to start this series. But at some point in this series, at some point during this series, Dylan Brooks is going to step into a role where he's going to have to take volume shots. And I say that because the only players on y'all's team that have deep playoff experience are Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks, and Steven Adams. I mean, well, Jeff Green is still on y'all's team, but I doubt he's going to play any minutes at all. So, other than that,
that was the whole purpose of us playing our bench versus the Lakers. See, a lot of people took that loss and were like, "Oh man, we got." It's like,
correct.
no, we literally
playoff experience.
True, but still, you wanted your bench to go out there, start on the floor, get that confidence, get that type of gameplay fresh out the gate, right? Let them build their confidence going into the playoffs because they are going to play. Our bench is going to play. I promise you that. We're going to be throwing so many rotations out because we're going to have to. In order to get that type of, especially against Golden State, in order to tire Curry out, we are going to have to switch the fuck off constantly.
Oh, yeah, you're going to have to switch off and you're going to have to be physical. But this is the thing. You have to know how physical because at some point, if you're being too physical, he falls over, foul. So the only way to deter Steph Curry from shooting a shot is to be physical so that he can't run away. But at some point, he might get tired of it and fall over and then foul on you.
Well,
so
here's my other thing about this too.
It's a thin line, and Udoka is a very smart coach. So I'm sure he can figure it out to pull out enough wins to this series can at least go to 6. But you, like I said, bro, we talking about a red hot at the end of the season, Steph Curry. He had, some games during the regular season, he was neutral. He was lukewarm. Steph is on fire right now, bro. Steph is on fire.
Man, Steph, Beth, Meth, Rockets, and motherfucking 5, son. 5, son. You hear me?
You say so. But let's move on.
But real quick, the only thing that a lot of people aren't talking about that I am worried about is not so much Draymond versus Dylan antics. It's Draymond versus Amen. Because Draymond's a smart player. And I've got the strangest feeling if Amen starts doing pretty well, he'll start chirping at Amen, at Amen and getting his head. And
let me ask you this.
Everybody talks about Dylan
what year
Brooks.
is it he's in? Third?
I thought a second.
Second year?
It could be third. I thought it was a second.
Second or third? It might be second. Because I know he's not a rookie, but I know he hasn't been around very long. Now, Amen,
he'll throw hands.
From what I've seen, he's a very active person. But like you just pointed out, Draymond Green is very cerebral. And you don't want to get into a situation where you get Amen in foul trouble because I can almost guarantee you Dylan will be in foul trouble.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's
going to be in foul trouble. But hey, but Poppy Lokiano, Poppy Pop Off, what's happening with you, man?
Poppy Lokiano, what's going down?
Yeah, he's going to get in foul trouble at least one of these games, and it's going to be one of those games where he's actually providing something offensively, and you're going to need him. So you don't want Amen to get in foul trouble because he's young and this is his first time making a playoff run. He's going to have to be smarter.
We got Amen, we got Tari, we got
Cam. Remember how Papa says, Mike, your hat is ugly.
He hating these Astros, huh? Did we beat somebody recently that you like?
I
Is
think
that what
y'all, yeah, I
happened?
think they won the other day.
Is that what
But
happened?
look, off the Rockets, let's talk about the Grizzlies facing the winner of 9-10, which is the Mavericks versus Sacramento. The Mavericks facing all kinds of injuries. Um, I mean, you got,
Surprised they even got in it.
yeah, you still got Spencer Dinwiddie, who is hot and cold. You still have um, Hardy. I forget his first name. Is it Jaden Hardy? Something like Hardy's also a bucket, but your go-to guy is Anthony Davis on this team. It's a long team still, but the leader, obviously, Kyrie Irving, is out for the rest of the season. So they're supposed to be playing tonight, and we face the winner of that series.
Well, I tell you right now,
Honestly,
I'm watching the Chicago Heat game
let me
right
tell you
now.
something. Let me tell you something real quick, Paper Route Poppy. You see this beard? This beard is masterfully trimmed and lined by a barber in which
He
you
just
shall once know the name of, sir.
got jokes
You
tonight,
wish you
huh?
had a barber that did your beard like this, boy.
He probably got the patchy beard over there while he talking. He over there talking that
Yeah,
shit,
right.
huh?
Yeah, right. So, realistically, I would love to face the Mavericks because they depleted.
Mhm.
But it's if the Mavericks can beat the Sacramento Kings because they have a three-headed monster over there. But it's a three-headed monster with one person that is consistent, which is DeMar DeRozan. Sabonis and Zach LaVine are not consistent players, and I'm hoping that they off so that we can get through the Mavericks and at least make the playoffs. I don't expect us to beat OKC, but I would love to see us make a playoff run just to warm us up and get us going for next season. You know what I'm
Is
saying?
that who y'all would match up in the first round? Would
We will
it be
match up
okay?
against OKC. So as much as OKC has done this year,
You know,
it's not a good matchup for us, but
if y'all get that far,
it's a good baseline.
I can see if Memphis gets that far,
We probably win one.
I can see y'all winning a few. I can see y'all making that a stretch. At least, if not winning the series, kind of
I
beating
feel
up
like
on
everybody
OKC.
would want us to try to make it a stretch because they've been
Yeah,
beating the shit out
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
everybody.
We definitely do. I would
Yeah,
definitely
at
rather
least beat them up a little bit. At
beat
least
them
beat
up,
them up a
dog.
little bit. But I I really would like to make that to give us a baseline. I mean, given everything that's going on has gone on in the Grizzlies organization, yeah, bro. Because I think if we talk in this whole Western Conference, it really comes down to who wins y'all series. Realistically, no bullshit. If y'all can pull it off, there's nobody else stopping y'all from meeting OKC. Because if you look at the Nuggets and the Clippers, they kind of wash each other. If you look at who else is playing, the Lakers and Minnesota,
Now Lakers,
it's LeBron versus Ant.
hey, oh, yeah,
Like,
but the
they're a good
Lakers
series to
make it.
watch.
If Lakers make it past Minnesota, that's gonna be a little scary, dog. That's gonna be a
If
little
the
scary.
Lakers make it past Minnesota, they're not making it nowhere else because Ant is on a burner, bro. And Ant gonna give them everything they can handle. I guarantee. Like what Charles Barkley say, I guarantee.
Bruh, the way Doncic
Guarantee it.
and James play together, and then you got Reeves over there that could give you fucking 30 at
We
any
do have
given
Reeves
moment.
over there. I just
You know
don't,
what I'm saying?
man.
Like
I
they get
think
past
Ant Man about to
Minnesota,
get
I'm gonna give them a
Ant
little
is about
nervous.
to run them dudes. And you know they play with a slower pace compared to everybody else in the league. They play with a slower pace. Ant ain't playing that shit. Ant about to run them into the ground. So if they make it past Ant, they're gonna be tired to the motherfucker.
It's gonna be a good series. That's for sure. I'm
It's gonna be a
definitely
good series.
locked into that one for
But
sure.
whoever comes out of that one gonna be worn down. Um, like I said, with the Nuggets versus the Clippers, worn down. They kind of watch each other. OKC, it's OKC, bro. They've
Hey,
been
let's get
beating
to the
everybody all
East,
year.
man. We spent a lot of time on the
We
West.
spent a lot of time on the West, but okay. So on the East, on the East,
Cleveland. You know what? This is the thing though.
obviously Cleveland is the obvious pick,
Yeah,
but they've been doing so well
the
all
strongest.
year. But every time I see Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs, bro, I'm like, all right, Donovan, you got to kick it to the next level, and it never seems that he can get there. Like he gives you everything he got all year long, And when he gets to the playoffs, he don't have another step,
You
like
don't have another
because
gear.
he gave it to you already.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I think somebody else in Cleveland is gonna have to take the step because Donovan already given you what he got.
Well, I was talking with about the Eastern Conference this entire uh past year because somebody was asking me, what were my thoughts on it. And I was like, well, look, you still got Boston, you still got Cleveland. New York
Yeah,
is actually kind of a surprising, you know what I
New
mean?
York
You can't
is
count New
a
York out.
is a sneaky good team.
Sneaky
Sneaky,
good.
you forget because you just assume, oh, it's New York. Melo ain't there. This ain't the Melo Porzingis New York
Yeah,
Knicks.
it's
This is,
Brunson
you
and
know,
what's his name? What's his name that just went to New York from Minnesota? They've been gelling
uh,
well together.
from Minnesota.
Yeah, he was in Minnesota last year, and then they sent him to the Knicks. Big man, Towns.
Yeah, Karl Anthony
Towns.
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 Yeah. Now the thing with Towns in the playoffs, it gets physical, and Towns is a big man that doesn't like physicality. So I think for him, hopefully, he's gotten used to the physicality of playing in New York because that's a different style of basketball. You playing in New York, they like, hey, bro, we don't do that soft shit.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully he's used to the physicality because that's what his game lacked was physicality. He can score on anybody.
Yep.
He can shoot it from anywhere. He just lacked physicality. And like that age old meme, bro. Like it was him and the Cousins. He was trying to back Cousins down. Cousins wasn't moving. He was like, nigga, we the same size. I ain't going nowhere.
What you doing? What you
What
doing,
you
dog?
doing, little nigga? Yeah.
He had one of them little bro moments. He little
Yeah.
bro. Damn.
Yeah. Come
Nah,
on, bro.
I feel like the East is kind of getting. It's not that they're not strong this year. It's just that
I don't think they are. I'll say it. I don't
well,
think they are.
from what we've seen when Eastern teams, meet Western teams this past season, the Western teams been dominating them for the most part,
Yeah.
except for Cleveland
I think the
and,
champ's
and
gonna be on the
Boston.
West.
So, I really do feel like the West is gonna be holding that trophy. Somebody out the
Oh, yeah,
West
for
gonna be
sure.
holding that trophy this year.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's the Rockets. Because like I said, we built for it. Rockets built for this thing, baby.
Yeah.
Dude,
Well, like I said, for the Rockets, if they get past Golden State and the red hot stuff, you got a shot. Because that's the
Butler. We gotta call Butler down too. What you mean?
you're not
The
calling
dude that
Butler down, bro.
the dude that
Ain't nothing. You can do everything you want. You
bruh,
could throw 2, 3 defenders at Steph to try to deny him the ball.
Butler's on
Butler is going to force his way to where he wants to go, and if you
lush
try to
that
stop him,
bitch.
they call in the foul.
Man.
They
I
call in the foul.
I'm going to curse Rockets fans because I tried to get them on board. I tried the movement. Soon as Butler even mentioned trade and whispered that he wanted to come back home to Houston, I tried my darndest.
But this
But
the
I was
thing.
fought tooth and nail. Yeah, you don't know what you're doing. No, Brooks is good. Brooks is good. We're gonna stick with Brooks.
But
All
this the
right,
thing. Let me say
we
this
gonna
about
stick with
Brooks.
Brooks.
Let me
We
say this
about to
about
see.
Brooks.
We
Because since we
about to
like
see.
numbers, Dylan Brooks has been with the Rockets for 2 years. 2 years ago, the Rockets were in the bottom of the West. They are now number 2.
Doc,
They're
we
now
still
number 2.
look. Everybody wants to go to that
Come
fast.
on, man.
But here's the thing: if you look at the Rockets back half of their schedule that season before Brooks got there, we started winning games. That core of Sengun, Green, all of them, they put it together. They were putting it together. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of these fans don't understand. They think Dylan came in and changed the culture. The culture was changing before Dylan got there. He basically got in at the time the culture was changing. He is will be a product of good fortune if the Rockets make it all the way. He will be a
Mhm.
product of great fortune because of the fact that he jumped in on the Rockets at the right time when that culture was already changing from the previous
Well,
season.
look, all I say is this.
Who's joining us right
Uh,
now?
Black Haven Mom. All the way from Black Haven. What I say is this, and we'll leave the Rockets and that alone. I know that the culture he provided to the Grizzlies is missed. I know that the culture from the 2022 Grizzlies was a culture that was copied and emulated widely across the league. They started doing these team mobs around the post game interviews. All of that started with Dylan Brooks and the Grizzlies.
What? No,
It all
you are
started with
not
Dylan Brooks and the
watching the
Grizzlies.
beginning of other people's basketball games.
Oh
Them
no,
team mobs have been around forever, man.
nah,
What are you talking about? Get out of here. Team mobs been
nah.
out.
The tunnel videos, Dylan Brooks and the Grizzlies. It was all Dylan Brooks and the Grizzlies.
What?
It always has been.
Oh my
Widely
God.
copied. Now, this
Even
is another point.
bruh,
This
the
leads me into
Bulls
the
were
next point of the
doing
night.
tunnel
Ladies and
video.
gentlemen, let's talk about the Ja Morant celebrations and the fine of $75,000. The Ja Morant celebrations of the very common and popular in the NBA, by the way, when you shoot a three. Hell, Joakim Noah used to do this. $75,000 for that, and the same night, somebody on the was it the Wizards was about to hit the same celebration, pulls back, looks around like, oh, I hope they didn't see that because I can't afford it. He was a rookie. Ja Morant switches to the grenade launch. He switches to the pin throw, cover the ears. It is used around the world in less than a week. That goes to show you the influence.
Okay. Let's calm down.
Influence
Dog,
of Memphis culture, Memphis players.
First off, the grenade celebration started in football. And that shit started decades ago before Ja Morant was even a sperm in his daddy's nutsack. Okay,
Show me a video. Show me one,
bruh.
Show me somebody did this.
In the movies, they did that shit. Are you kidding me? Like the grenade celebration. The grenade celebration has been around, especially in football. Okay, now if you want to say Ja Morant brought it to basketball, if you want to say Ja Morant brought it to basketball, okay, I'll give you that one because I ain't never seen nobody in basketball do it. But he did not start that celebration, sir. The grenade celebration has been around forever, longer than I've been born. All right, my 40-year-old ass, and it started with football because it was perfect. You take the football, one player who scored it, the teammates get in a circle, you throw it over to them, and everybody falls on the ground. That was the real grenade celebration. Stop.
Your fake news. He made it relevant. He made it relevant again because I haven't seen nobody do it in years.
I ain't seen nobody do that.
So for him to come out and do it, and now that is because
it's global.
Before he did it, wasn't nobody doing it. Mike,
nobody. Okay. I just said if you want to say basketball in the realm of basketball,
it's even in baseball, bro. I've seen it in baseball. I've seen it in soccer. They're doing it everywhere.
Oh, okay. Now you said you seen it a bit. How they doing in the baseball?
Bro, he hit a base hit. It was college base hit. Made it to second base. He gets to the base. What does he do? Second base. A guy playing basketball in Germany for a German league makes a layup. What does he do? On a layup. Worldwide, bro.
Look, that's what you call influence.
It's the influence.
Something that nobody on the Rockets have.
The grenade toss has been around. He's just brought it to the culture of basketball. I'll give you that one. But, of course it's going to go viral now. We got social media. We didn't have social media back even when I was playing.
Look at
you know what I mean?
Listen. All right, playoff picture. We kind of talked about it a little bit before you got back here, Black Haven on. Who do you have making it out of the East and West, guys?
Okay, so the West is kind of hard. The West is the wild, wild West for real. So I'll just go to the East. A lot of people are looking at the Celtics as favorites, but I'm really looking at the Cavs. I'm really looking at the Cavs hard. I think this is the year for the Cavs. Now,
why do you say that?
I'm looking at what they got. They got solid big man play. They got efficient scorers. They can score everywhere. They really don't have a weakness at all. The Boston Celtics don't have really a weakness either. I just feel like this is the year for the Cavaliers. On the West side, it's really a coin toss.
I know it's not gonna be the Rockets. I know it's not gonna be the Grizzlies. I really feel like it. I really feel like it's really leaning toward the Lakers,
Ah,
OKC, and the Clippers. That's my dog horse. My dog horse is the
the
Clippers.
Clippers.
So you
Oh
don't
my
think?
God. No, 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 no.
Okay,
He's hating. No, it's straight up hate. And that's okay.
How?
That's all right.
I said
Because
the
look,
Grizzlies
go ahead.
too.
look.
Go ahead. What
When
you
I
the
got,
said
Mike?
the
What
Rockets,
you got,
Grizzlies
Mike?
too.
when the Rockets are in the Western Conference Finals, I am going because we will be airing. And buddy, I want to see those tears. You're gonna have to take that black off the screen because I'm gonna want to see those tears firsthand when I get all up in your grill about how the Rockets going to the damn finals. Now we need to move on. What are we gonna move on to? WNBA.
Well, no, just tell me who you got. Who you got, Mike?
I I got the Rockets for sure. Now I say
You got
this:
the Rockets and who?
if the Rockets don't make it, then mm, I want to go Minnesota, bro. I want to go Minnesota out the West because, like you said, it's gonna be hard for the Lakers. But if the Lakers make it past, then that's gonna be a real big monkey wrench for a lot of teams. I don't really see OKC making it. I don't. I think I definitely see him in the first round, but I don't see him making it all the way through the playoffs this year. Out the East,
Hmm.
like I mentioned New York earlier, I got a sneaky feeling New York. New York could surprise a lot of people in the East and end up in that Eastern Conference final.
I believe so. I believe New York is a dark horse on the East. A lot of people are forgetting about them. They play well, and
Mhm.
Jalen Brunson is a dog in the playoffs.
Dog.
Um,
And now he got a
so
big man, Towns.
and yeah, now he got a big. Like I said, for New York, it comes down to Cat. If he can deal with the physicality of the playoffs, then yeah, New York might be one of those. For me, I'm saying, and chime in, chat. Who y'all got? Let us know in the chat also. Um, huh, lack what? Whatever. Let us know in the chat who y'all got in the playoffs. I'm saying for the West, I think it comes down to really who wins the Rockets Warriors series determines a lot because there aren't a lot of teams that can keep up with the Rockets. There are other teams that can defend the Warriors, but it depends. If the Rockets can get through the Warriors, then they can make it to the Western Conference Finals. If the Warriors can defeat the Rockets, they might struggle, but they might make it to the Western Conference Finals. If they get past the Rockets, they might get bounced. OKC, I see them making it. Like they're getting to the Western Conference Finals regardless.
Think
Ain't
so?
nobody stopping them.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I
nobody's
don't
stopping
know.
them, bro. A fully engaged OKC, nobody's stopping them. The only thing that would stop them is the refs if they don't give Shea the calls he's been getting all year. That's it.
Which
Other
she
than
may
that,
not. Which she may not.
he might
Let's
not.
look
It's
at
the playoffs.
and let's look at what happened in with Mahomes, right? They got
Yeah,
Mahomes all the way to a
he don't
certain
get the
point, and
call.
then what did they do? Took the calls away from him. Fell flat on his face. So
Yeah. So if it comes down to that, then the Rock, then the OKC, they out of there. Piper out Poppy says the Rockets is trash.
the hate.
But
So
he
if it
Feed
comes down
on
to
the
that,
hate.
then
he made a
OKC is out of
point. He
there.
said
But I
that's why
think
James
it comes
Harden.
down to
That's why
OKC
James
versus whoever
Harden didn't
wins.
prosper in the playoffs.
What was that? Oh yeah, the foul calls. That is why James Harden disappears in the playoffs. Is because he doesn't get those foul calls. So, but like I said, it's a different team. We'll see.
I'm
So
not even going there.
I'm calling. Ugh, ugh, OKC and OKC and the Cavs. OKC and the
For the
Cavs
finals.
for the finals. OKC Cavs.
It's an
Only
easy
reason I
play.
picked the Cavs over Boston is because of the age of Boston. The Cavs can get up and down the floor a lot quicker. Boston's defense really depends on set offense. If you push the pace, they're not keeping up, especially if you got a lot of fast break points. They ain't keeping up with you to defend that shit. They
Oh,
don't.
but
The only two people on the floor that can keep up with fast paced or fast break defense are the two people you don't want in foul trouble, which is Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown. You don't want them in foul trouble, so they're not finna chase you down.
let's look at it like this.
You think
All right.
Al Horford's old ass is coming down there talking about some? Hold on, bro. I ain't
Let's
taking my Metamucil.
let's look at it like this though, right? If the NBA plays the finals like the NFL plays a Super Bowl, wanting the two largest markets, then we could, if we put Golden State to the side, we could safely assume Houston or the Lakers versus Boston or New York.
Mm,
Because it pops more. Let's be real. Let's be real. Houston
that's a big
versus
money. That's
Boston,
a big
Houston versus
money
New York,
finals. It's a
Lakers
lot of
versus
money in it.
Boston. Exactly.
It's a lot of
We can't
money
we
in it.
can't we can't sit
But
here and say that the NBA doesn't like their big markets because they love their big market games. So I'm just
yeah,
saying,
what
just throwing
core is
that out
trash?
there.
What core are you talking about?
I don't
But yeah,
know
it's a
who
lot of
he
money in
talking
that. It
about.
is, but it comes down to dominance. Like you just have some offenses that are better put together than others, bro. But while he figures out what the hell he talking about, let's talk about this real quick. This is a quick point. Atlanta Hawks, Trae Young. They had a game yesterday.
I'm still trying to figure
Trae
this
Young goes out with his first technical foul off of a nutmeg layup, a no call, throws the ball at the ref, technical foul. Then he goes back towards the bench, grabs the ball, takes it, so the ref can't get it. Another technical foul, throws out the game.
Well,
A
now
lot of
hold
people are
on.
saying
When he after he finished the layup, he didn't just throw the ball at the ref.
he just tossed it to his hands. But
Yeah.
you know
And
you have
then the
some
ref threw him out. So at that point, I'm like, wait, what the fuck did he do? He just gave you the
that was
ball.
his first tech. That was his first tech. The
Yeah,
second tech was he was pissed that he got the first tech because he
yeah,
just tossed the ball to the ref.
yeah,
So he goes towards the bench. The ref is following him. The ball is on that end. He grabs the ball, right?
yeah.
And
No, I
the
seen it.
ball was going towards the ref. He grabs the
Yeah,
ball, so the ref can't get it. Another tech kicked out the game.
yeah, I seen
So
that one. I seen that one.
This has sparked people saying, "Hey, look, should Atlanta be looking to move on from Trae Young?"
Bruh, I'm still trying to figure. Wait a minute. People said this man crashed out on the layup. And I'm like, wait a
Uh,
minute. He he went for the layup, he got the ball, and he passed it back to the ref. The ref threw a tech at him. Okay, now yeah, of course he's pissed because what have we talked about that the NBA does? Throwing them bullshit ass
bullshit takes.
texts. Yeah, bullshit text.
Bullshit
You
takes.
can look at a ref the wrong way. Which what's his name? Was it Ben Wallace or somebody even proved that point? Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan laughed on the sideline. They threw him out the
He,
damn game.
yeah, and wasn't he in street clothes? Or
No,
was
he
he
was
in
in the
the
game.
uniform just
No,
on the bench? He was
yeah,
on
he
the
was in
bench.
the game.
Okay.
He was in the game, but he laughed. They threw a tech on him. He laughed again. They threw him out the game. It's like, what is the deal with these NBA refs throwing these bullshit techs? Like, why are we not talking about
In
the
their feelings.
bullshit tech that the
In their
ref threw?
feelings.
Instead
Which
of
is another.
should Atlanta move on from Trae Young because he's over here crashing out for no reason?
I
He's
mean, we
not
got to get
crashing
to
out
that
for
at
no
some
reason.
point.
He's not
Not
crashing out
because
for
of the
no
crash
reason.
out. It's because of the. It's
And
because
it
of
wasn't
the
even a crash
constant.
out.
You make it here, right? You're just so close to where you need to be. Like they've made the playoffs. They have. They've made the playoffs before, years before. It's just you get to a certain point and you're like, this shit ain't working. You know what I'm saying?
Well, who have
What
they?
else can we do? You've
Who
given this
exactly have
man
they? No,
DeJounte Murray. You've given this man was it Bogdanovich? Like you've given him shooters. You've given him Bogdanovich. He was one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. You've given him.
wait, you froze up. I think you froze up. Damn, you froze up, folks. Talking about Ivanovic. I don't know. I don't want to say it wrong. Um, I don't know. Damn, I ain't even got mine over here to go back and forth with. Let's see if he comes back. Let's wait. In the meantime, oh, my man, he's back. There he is. He's
There
back.
I am. What the hell?
All right, so you were talking about some Vivanovic.
Yeah. Okay. So 3-point shooter. Great offensive player. I don't think he's there anymore, but they've given
Who?
him players.
No, let's be real, bro. They haven't given this man a legitimate star.
DeJounte Murray is not a
A le-
legitimate.
star? No.
DeJounte Murray has been an incredible player for the
Yeah,
Spurs. He was incredible for
yeah.
the Hawks. Yes.
But is he a star? No. Trey Young is literally like the only star that's been over there for the longest time. They don't have nobody really that takes the pressure off of him besides a
But
bunch of
this
great
is the
role
thing.
players. And that's good, but it's only going to get you so far. And we constantly keep seeing where it gets us into the playoffs
Yeah.
and pretty much
I mean,
out in the first and second round.
Yeah. I can see that because Bogdanovich was his two guy. It's just I don't know, bro. It's like what do you go from here? I'll be honest. I think the combination of the two on either team would be what's needed for both. With the most improved player, my most improved player selection, Cade Cunningham. With Cade Cunningham and Trey Young on the same team, that is what would be a motherfucking scary team.
So you saying Trey goes to Detroit?
I'm saying Trey goes to Detroit.
Ooh,
Trey
Detroit
to
would be
Detroit
scary. Hey, with
would
what
be nice.
Detroit has, depending on who they got to give up to get Trey, that would be a nice.
You have quite a bit in Detroit if you think about it.
Yeah,
You've
but
got
what you got to give up?
Jaden Ivey.
What you
He's
got to
out
give
on injury.
to get Trey?
I mean, but if you're giving up Trey Young, you're rebuilding this team because you don't, like you just said, you don't have another star.
No.
So you're rebuilding. You're committed to rebuilding. So you have a Jaden Ivey who's been in the league for a little bit, explosive point guard. You can get back a couple bigs, but Trey Young and Cade Cunningham would be a solid foundation to build around, especially if you want to make deep playoff runs. That's a solid 1-2 punch. Very solid 1-2.
That'd be a scary Detroit.
I can see that happen.
I ain't gonna lie. That'd be a scary Detroit team right there.
Well, I had said send Zion over there just to Atlanta, or you could send Trey Young to New Orleans.
You know, I would love to. I'd like to see that too. But Zion, man, he does not stay healthy. Now, him going to Atlanta, I feel like would be the same shit as him in New Orleans. He's got to go somewhere where he
I said
basically
the same
can't enjoy
thing.
himself, bro. He cannot enjoy himself. He can't be out there eating and cruising. He need to go.
Especially Atlanta.
Bruh, Atlanta would eat him alive. He need to go somewhere like Arizona or
Charlotte.
But Mike,
Memphis.
I did say Minnesota.
Fuck out of here.
I did
I
say
ain't gonna lie,
Minnesota, Mike. I did say Minnesota though with Ant and Zion.
Yeah, Minnesota or Indiana. Not Detroit.
Minnesota would be scary.
You send Zion to
Minnesota
Detroit.
definitely.
No. That boy might
I don't think it will work.
Nah.
Honestly, I don't. Yeah, I feel like if Zion were to play with Trey Young, he would utilize him the way that he utilized Clint Capella. He always give me something. He would utilize Zion the way that he used Clint, and Zion is capable of way more than Clint ever was. So I feel like he would underplay Zion, which is why I don't think those two would work together. Now, Zion in Minnesota, scary. Very scary. Because him and Ant together, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy work.
That's crazy. You're right. Hey, just real quick update. Miami is beating the shit out of Chicago. 102-82, 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
I believe it. Chicago didn't have shit left. I'm surprised they made it this far.
Me too.
Bruh, it's Kobe White. It's the Kobe White
surprised
experience.
Miami.
What are you saying?
made it.
You saying like Kobe White is a superstar, bro?
No,
Kobe-
I'm just saying he's they was relying on him. They was relying on Kobe White. So they're like, yeah, Kobe White gonna take us there. He ain't. He not. You gonna go home.
Yeah, you're going home. Kobe White, when they had actual stars, was coming off the bench.
Yes.
And before they got there, he started. That lets you know what they really think of Kobe White. Kobe White's not that guy yet. He can be in a couple years if he keeps working at it, but he ain't there yet.
You want to know who Kobe White is, y'all? He's Denzel Valentine. That's who Kobe White is.
You playing Denzel put on for the light skins. Fuck you talking
Man,
about.
whatever. Airballing. The
Denzel,
name was Airball
shit,
King.
shit. I ain't never
I'm
seen
I'm
Denzel
I'm
not touch
I'm
rim. Fuck you
trolling. I'm
mean?
trolling. I'm trolling. But that's
Denzel
what I feel like
Valentine for the
he is.
Orlando
You know,
Magic
we know.
that put on for the light skins.
Hey, you know what? I'm just glad. I'm just glad Derek to admit he's back on the light skin crew. Because for a little bit,
Look,
he was talking like
stand
he
out
was
the
part
sun.
of that dark ski.
Stand out the
Nah,
sun.
hey
That
Mike,
Look,
dark
don't
it's
let these
side,
lights
summertime.
fool
He
you.
got a
baby.
It's just
tan.
dark in here, motherfucker.
Hey, nah, he got a tan from
So
being
he
in the
felt a
It's
little
sun.
just dark
dark,
in here.
huh?
Don't let it fool you.
He felt
I
a
can
little
cut it up.
dark.
I can cut it up here. Here you go. Look at this. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all should have seen how Derek was texting me,
Yeah.
man. Like he was some sort of dark skinned dude trying to punk me. Like, man, you better get your light skinned ass up out of here, man.
Well, look, let's get into this real quick before we get out of here. We talked about those. The WNBA draft. Sedona Prince did not get drafted.
Dang,
And not only did she not get drafted,
how did that?
ESPN blasted her allegations all over ESPN
Oh, I didn't
during
hear
the
about
damn
that.
draft.
What were
can
the
I can
allegations?
hey, the allegations is
Oh, my brother.
she got accused of sexual assault. Ain't that right?
4 times, bro.
Oh,
And
that's
the
why she
Both
didn't
thing
of
get
them.
drafted.
is, and
That's why
here's
she
the
didn't get
thing,
drafted.
And
is
they blasted it
it's so
after she didn't get
ironic.
selected.
It's so ironic because when I look at NFL players and NBA players doing the draft, they do the same thing. I like the same energy. I do like the same energy. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know to feel good
They
about
haven't
it,
been
bad about
blasting
it.
this. They haven't been blasted because I'm glad. We'll say okay. Well, before we get too far into that, so what were the like? Was it a female victim, a male victim?
Oh no, she's in the females. She's
Female
game.
victim.
But um they
And
were
these
all
were
female. They
four
all
different
filed
allegations.
they all filed um court documents or motions or however you say, they
Yeah,
filed
yeah, yeah.
suits. And she hasn't been officially charged with anything. So these are all allegations at this point. But for ESPN to blast that after she doesn't get selected, after being projected to go at least in the first round, they get to the second round and they're like, well, she got to go in the second if she's
Yeah.
going to go. And she doesn't go. So that's when they say, you know what? It's likely the allegations. And they talked about it on ESPN during the damn draft. Yeah.
Wow.
Not only that, she has been playing college ball for 7 years.
The
She's
maximum time.
25.
Yeah.
She's 25. Um, since she didn't get drafted, another big story is she removed her draft declaration from her Instagram.
Now I
Well,
do feel bad because you can't trust everybody. Like we don't know.
Oh, my bad.
uh-oh.
Iggy.
Like we don't know if you know if it's true or not. They're just allegations. But at the same time, they probably done ruined this girl whole life. Now I'm not doubt if she did it, she deserved it. Now if
Well,
these are, I do feel like you still need to be proven innocent till guilty. But at the same time, they'll do a man the same way.
well, and I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to bring up Isaiah Bond, the wide receiver out of Texas, who was a projected first round, I believe. Um, he turned himself in on a sexual assault accusation, and
Mhm.
now he is filing suit against his accuser because it was, as his lawyer deemed, it was basically financial gain for her. They have all the evidence of their texts, her nude photos that she sent this man, being 8 years his
Wow.
senior, being 8 years his senior. Oh yeah, nude photos, nude videos. She basically set this young man up to do what she did, and now she's about to face a lawsuit for it. And I'm glad. I'm glad a lot of these youngsters are starting to learn and keep receipts. Uh, that means obviously something from the old heads that we talk about is kind of getting through. It may not all be
Yeah.
getting through, but something's getting through because these I'm starting to notice the young generation of athletes, whether they're taking their accusers back to court once they're proven innocent, or even what I like is a couple of these soccer players and other foreign athletes have signed their contracts and their properties in their mama's name or their parents' name. That way,
I,
when the wife or whoever comes trying to come for a big old bag finds out they can't get shit, because guess
there
what?
was a baseball player that did that. Oh no, it was a
Soccer
soccer
Yeah,
players
that
player,
was a
too.
baseball player.
It was a couple soccer players. I want to say two soccer players I know
and
of
they
did it,
tried to get,
and then I think you're right, a
and
baseball player
they
did do
found out
it.
it was in their mama's name. Now there was a
Hmm.
comment that was sent. I would love to show it. I just feel like because it's allegations. I don't know. Should I show it, guys?
So,
Yeah, go ahead. Let's cut the
so,
malarkey.
what's the comment?
All right, y'all. That's been cut the malarkey sport. We want to thank y'all for coming to. We finna get banned. Oh my god.
Damn it,
Look, bro,
paper
you
route.
never know what you're gonna see on Cut the Malarkey, bro.
Boy, I
We
tell you,
really
the
encourage
internet
y'all
wild,
to,
man.
if you tuned in, man, hit the chat. If you got any teams, anything, any sports related things that you want to talk about while we talking about 'em, man,
Oh
hit the
wait,
chat,
real
man.
quick though, real quick, we didn't get to talk about
Oh, we're
Haley
not done.
Fine. Okay, 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 okay. I was talking about Haley
Okay,
Fine
so
Van Lith. Haley, hey
Haley
Haley,
Van Lith
say
reunited,
Haley.
and it feels so good with
Boo,
Angel Reese.
boo, boo.
Is this a big deal for the WNBA?
I feel like it's not really a big deal for the W, but a big deal for the Chicago Sky
It's a big deal for
because
Angel Reese. Yes, a big deal for
uh,
Angel Reese.
because with some familiarity and the success they had in college,
Yeah,
they might just take that step this year.
we'll take a better step. We're not gonna go
Yeah,
that far. We'll take a better step.
Take a better
Let's keep
step.
let's keep in mind. Let's keep in
you a-
mind.
you a you a you a bunny chaser.
No, 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 no. 'Cause I'll be after I'll be after everything. Chocolate, the tacos, you know what I'm saying? The
Mike said
ramen
he don't
noodles.
discriminate.
Hey, you know what I'm
He
saying?
don't
When it
discriminate.
come to that taco, it can come in many different flavors, baby.
Oh
I'm all
my
about it.
God, we talking about cookies and
Ha
tacos. God,
ha!
dog.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But
Street or
nah, I'm not.
gordita.
Look,
Ha ha!
I said initially Angel Reese was a hot chick. You know what I'm saying? Like when it come down to her looks, yeah, I knocked that out the park. Except she do look like Sid in the face with them wide ass eyes. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I can deal with a face that ain't so
Oh,
fine and a body that is. I can deal with that. Shit, half of us
oh.
do. You know what I
Bro,
mean?
you got to be stopped. You got to
But
be stopped, Mike.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look, it's a big deal that Haley Van Lith is there for Angel Reese, because yes, it provides Angel with a lot of familiarity.
Oh, you trolling? Ain't no way.
Boy, you tro-
Big troll.
Yeah.
Big troll.
boy, you trolling like a motherfucker.
Ain't no
Tyler
You
way.
out
Hero
the
drops
bar.
38 points as Miami
You out
defeats
the
Chicago Bulls.
bar.
Of
Yeah,
course they
109 to
defeated the
90.
Chicago Bulls, bro. Chicago had. You think Kobe White? He
I
not there
don't.
yet, bro.
I
He
don't.
not
But you
there.
know what? Chicago Bulls fans are just like Mike when it comes to the Houston Rockets. They be delusional. They feel like they're gonna beat everybody.
Oh,
But
I'm
I
not
give them
delusional
this.
about shit, dog.
This is even worse.
It's
This
been
is even
real when
worse.
we
And
was
this might
losing.
sting a little bit, Mike. They got a few more rings than they do. So
Ooh.
they get a little, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what? You know what? That's only because of Tim
The
Donaghy,
GOAT.
Tim Donaghy helping out Michael Jordan and the Chicago front office. Okay, they've
Yeah.
already admitted about his fake stats. Uh, so his DPOYs are kind of asterisked at this point. All right,
Hey,
his
that
DPOYs and the other
he ain't my
accolades
goat. He ain't my
asterisk.
goat.
Thank you, thank you, thank
He ain't
you.
mine.
Because
You
who I
know,
go? Who I go?
Braun.
Braun, 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 Braun,
That man
Braun,
stood about a
Braun,
whole
Braun,
song.
Braun. One Bron, one Bron, one Bron, one Bron, one
Not one Bron.
Bron, one
One
Bron,
Bron.
one
One
Bron,
Bron.
Bron, 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 Bron,
Look at
Bron.
that man's face. Look at his face.
Ah,
I'm just gonna
dog.
say this. I'm gonna say
It
this
was
real quick
killing me with
before
these
we get out of
Bron
here.
songs, bro.
Before we get out of here, who always hit them game-winning shots? Was it Bron or
He got more
was it
game winning
Bron
shots than
or
that man.
Thank you.
huh?
Thank you. I didn't know if you
He
wanted to
has
take
Who's
more
had
game
more
winning
game-winning shots
shots
than him?
than that man. Yes. Yes, bro.
better check the stats and the percentages because you're about to get schooled like Skip Bayless and Stephen A. when they talk about that clutch shit. If you want to find out who's really clutch, it's LeBron James.
Yes, he is. He has more clutch down points than anybody.
Michael Jordan. You're wrong. Thank you. Thank you for
Well, that's
proving me
the
wrong.
emotion.
For proving
That's
me
the
right. Michael Jordan.
that's the
Michael Jordan
emotion
does.
talking. You better go check
No,
the stats out.
no, it's Michael Jordan. Type
It's
it
not.
in. It's Michael Jordan. So you can make that shit up with somebody else, okay?
You over here. You over
It's not LeBron. And
Stop.
guess who led this year? Guess who led this year? Was it LeBron? No, it was Ja Morant. Now, shall we talk real stats or just things that you make up in your heads?
bruh. Hey, pull it up for
Bruh.
him, man. Come on, pull it up for him,
I
man.
can't because I'm a disappear. But I will say this. I will say
Oh, I'm
this.
looking.
I don't
Type it
care
in
how
Google.
many game wins he
Most game
got.
winning shots
I
in
don't
NBA
care
history.
about his stats or nothing. Nobody's like Ramon
You
James.
just cared about the stats 15 seconds ago.
Ramon James. That's all I care about. Not Jeffrey Jordan. Only
Well, listen
Ramon.
here. Before we get out of here, we got a special guest in the building.
What?
Because I can't stand back. I can't stand back and let this brunch sexualness go on, and this
Hold
Jeffrey
on.
Jordan
Hold on.
hate
Hold
go
on.
on.
I'm sorry. You said you Googled it because I just Googled it and
What you
I turned the screen to you. But let me
He
read
is
what it says.
followed by LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, and Joe Johnson.
LeBron James, the leader in clutch shots during both regular season, 134, and playoffs, 32.
I'm looking at it right now, bro.
Bron, 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 Bron,
Michael
Bron,
Jordan
Bron, Bron,
is the player with the
Bron.
most game-winning shots in NBA history. He is
Oh,
followed by
I
LeBron
said
James,
clutch.
Kobe Bryant, and
I
Joe
said
Johnson.
clutch. I said clutch
We
shots.
said clutch shots. We said clutch shots.
No,
Don't,
it
don't,
isn't.
don't. No.
No,
Don't backtrack it. Don't backtrack it like a
wait.
Summer Walker
Did he
fan.
not say that? Did he not
I
say game-winning?
better for you. I got one better for you. Jordan, LeBron can have the most clutch shots. He can have the most game winning shots. You don't need that when you already winning the game.
Thank you.
I mean, when the refs are paid off for you, Tim Donaghy
I
went
don't
to
care
federal
if it's
prison.
paid.
Hello,
I
Refs
don't
wasn't
hello.
care
paid
if
off.
you paying it off or not. When I'm already winning the game, I don't need no clutch shots.
You're right. You
I
got
don't
the
want to hear
ref
none
in
of
your
that.
pocket. Tim
That's
Donaghy.
not the statement they made. They changed the statement from
No,
they said game winning
no.
shots,
We said
and
clutch.
then they
We
said
gonna
No,
look
clutch.
back at the film.
And
we
I
then,
don't.
said
and
he
then on
has
top
more
of that,
clutch points
then
than
on top of
anybody.
that, then
We
on
talk about
top of
clutch.
that, guess what? If when it comes down to the game winner, when it comes down to the end of the game, who gonna have the ball in their hand? Jordan. He's not passing it
Cause
to
he a
nobody
ball
else
hog. Cause
because
he a
he go
ball hog. Cause he
because
a
No,
ball
that's
hog.
true.
That's
he a
it.
ball hog, but
He's
y'all
a
boy
ball hog.
got 50,000 points.
Bro, over 22 years.
Exactly.
Let me.
Exactly.
So
And
since
before
we
you say,
want to
and
go
before
there,
you hold on,
so
hold on, and before you say anything about, oh well, he played in the league. Shit. So did our boy, what's his name, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, played 20-something plus seasons, and
It's true.
he beat Kareem Abdul's points in less games played.
Kareem Abdul also
okay,
didn't have a 3-point line in his league.
I will. Oh, hold on.
okay,
Wait a
okay.
I'll
second.
give
Now,
you that.
now,
I give
now,
you that. But
now,
still,
now,
point scored is point
Jordan,
scored.
Nah, bro.
how many years,
Nah, bro.
how many seasons did Michael play?
He played
What,
was it
15?
15?
Something like that.
15?
15.
15. So you got
15. Something like that.
6 to 7 extra seasons. Of course you gonna have more points than him.
Bro, I'll say this. You had a point, Jay. At the
I
end of
always
at the
got
end
a
of the
point.
game,
I always got a point.
at the end of
This
the
got nothing to
game,
do.
Michael gonna have the ball in his hand.
If you
But
go
LeBron
if
gonna
Cause
you
have the
he a
gonna
ball
ball
too.
sit here,
hog.
if you gonna sit here and disrespect Mike, take his shoes off.
I don't
Don't
wear
go up there and
shoes.
stand in line and buy his
I'm gonna
shoes.
tell. I'm gonna keep it
Take
a
his shoes
bean.
off.
He,
Oh,
he
look.
he got a point. Whose shoes people wearing? You think
Oh
they out
my
there wearing
God.
LeBrons? They
This is
fighting people for LeBrons?
and this is
No.
why he still has a legacy that y'all won't let go
Ain't
because
no
of his
ain't
damn
nobody ain't
shoes.
It
nobody
ain't
going
about
to
the
ain't
shoes.
Dog.
nobody going to
Hey,
buy
hey,
no
look. If
ugly
it
ass
wasn't that important,
LeBrons.
we wouldn't have Space Jam 2. Talk to me. Talk to
Hey,
me. Talk
hey,
to me
but
nice.
but who
Talk to
wasn't
me
in the
nice.
movie though? Who wasn't in the movie though?
Who wasn't in the first one?
He was a
Who wasn't in the
kid.
first one? I
The
don't
man
care.
was
Kids,
a
Tell me,
child.
tell me,
I don't
we
care.
were
tell
Same
me,
thing.
we were
Same thing.
children.
Same
tell
thing.
me, tell me,
We
Same
were
thing. Look, we
tell
children.
me,
gotta go.
Ken,
We gotta
tell
go.
me,
Shut
Ken,
up. We gotta leave.
tell
These
me,
people
tell
watching.
me, Ken.
We gotta go. Look,
You
everybody, we
man.
appreciate y'all tuning in to Cut the Malarkey Sports right here. Wherever you're watching, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, your phone, your tablet, your baby mama's computer. It don't even
The
matter,
Apple
man. Come
Watch.
right back here next Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. Follow the page so you get notified. You know what I'm saying?
Updated
Next time
NBA
we come,
playoff
be
brackets
prepared
we'll
to
be
talk,
talking
chat.
about.
Hit the chat, hit the chat. We also have a line. So if you want to call and talk a little bit of that shit, we got a line. You know what I'm saying? We'll post it on the next because we don't want y'all blowing us up during the week. You know what I'm saying? We don't
Yeah,
want to talk to y'all that
come
bad.
on now. Yeah,
I'm
that's a
gonna
good
call your mama.
idea. I like that.
So
Call the
I'm
line
gonna
if
call
bang
you
the
your
want to
mama.
talk
line.
shit,
Bang the line
especially
next
to
week when
me.
you pull up at the
You know
beginning
what
of the
I'm
show.
saying?
You'll see the number.
We can
You
talk
can bang
that
the
shit.
line, and
We
you
call
can
this
you can
number.
hop in and talk a little bit.
Call that number during the week. I'm gonna call your mama.
Okay. Anybody got anything to say before we go?
Yeah, I got one. Go Grizz.
Mike?
I got some. Oh,
Go
go ahead,
Rockets,
Mike.
baby. H time to
Hey,
dime,
Rafa.
baby. Go Rockets.
Jordan will always be better than LeBron.
All right, on that note, peace.
Nope.
You didn't
D
let me
Terrell
say nothing.
217.
You didn't let me say nothing.
I know. Go ahead, brother.
Ah. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Look, man, y'all have a great week. We'll see y'all next Wednesday, 8 p.m. sharp. Don't be late. I know we black, but we gonna be on time, goddammit.
I got a ring light, so you can't tell.
Cut the Malarkey Sports.